Welcome back my YouTube channel Coins ZF, the channel where we reveal the hidden treasures inside your pocket change and showcase coins that could turn ordinary collections into fortunes beyond imagination. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating, historical, and shockingly valuable coins in the world, the Philippine One-Peso coin of 1976. A coin that collectors say could be worth an unbelievable $20,091,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single peso coin from the year 1976 carrying a value so massive that it leaves even seasoned collectors speechless. Now, before you think this is just another coin video, I invite you to stick with me until the very end, because what you are about to discover may completely change the way you look at the coins in your drawers, in your old boxes, or hidden away in your family's belongings. By the end of this video, you will understand why the 1976 one-peso coin from the Philippines is so rare, why collectors are desperate to get their hands on it, and how you could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. Let's start with the history. The Philippines in 1976 was undergoing major changes both economically and politically. Coins minted during this time often carried symbols of national pride, resilience, and cultural heritage. The one-peso coin from 1976 was part of a series that featured powerful imagery representing the country's identity. On the obverse side, you will see the portrait of José Rizal, the Philippine national hero, a man who gave his life for freedom and justice. On the reverse side, the design displays the official seal of the Central Bank of the Philippines, a mark of authenticity and stability. But what makes this coin stand out for millions of others is not just the design, it is the story behind its rarity. The 1976 one-peso coin was minted in limited numbers compared to other years. Some of these coins show striking errors, misaligned prints, double strikes, or unusual metallic compositions that make them unlike anything else. Collectors always look for these errors because they turn an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible. And in the world of coin collecting, uniqueness equals value. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that millions of people overlook as nothing but spare change, but in reality, it could be worth millions of dollars. That is exactly what has happened with the 1976 one-peso coin. Auction houses and private collectors have placed astronomical values on rare specimens, with some reports claiming figures as high as $20,091,000. It is almost impossible to wrap your head around it, but in coin collecting, rarity and demand can create miracles of value. Let's break this down for you. Why such a massive value? There are 4 key reasons. First, extreme rarity. Not many examples of these coins remain in pristine condition. Second, historical importance. The mid-1970s were a defining era for the Philippines, and owning a coin from that exact moment is like holding a piece of history. Third, minting errors. Any coin with misprints or unusual details becomes a magnet for collectors. And fourth, international demand. It is not only Filipino collectors chasing this coin, but enthusiasts from all over the world who are willing to pay staggering amounts for the prestige of owning it. Now, let's make this personal. Think for a second. How many of you watching this video have family members who lived through the 1970s? How many of you have old jars, piggy banks, or hidden boxes in the attic filled with coins that no one has touched for decades? What if, right now, sitting inside one of those containers, there lies a 1976 one-peso coin? Imagine the feeling of realizing that the small round piece of metal that has been forgotten for years is in fact a $20 million treasure. If you are wondering how to recognize such a coin, here are some key things to look for. First, the date. 1976 must be clearly visible. Second, check the portrait of José Rizal on the front and the seal on the back. Third, look carefully for errors. Do you see any doubling in the text? Do the edges look unusual? Is the alignment slightly off? These are all signs of minting mistakes that can send the value skyrocketing. Fourth, pay attention to the condition. Coins that are shiny, well-preserved, and free from scratches or stains are far more valuable than those that are worn down. Even a small detail like a clear edge can make the difference between a coin worth a few $100s and a coin worth millions. Let's pause here. Ask yourself, if you discovered such a coin today, what would you do? Would you keep it as a family heirloom? Would you sell it at an international auction and change your life forever? Or would you proudly display it in your collection, knowing that you own one of the rarest coins in existence? The choice would be yours, but the opportunity is very real. Many collectors say that these coins act like time machines. When you hold one, you're not just holding metal, you're holding decades of history, stories of families, and the struggles and triumphs of a nation. That is why wealthy collectors are willing to pay so much. Because they are not just buying a coin, they are buying a story, a legacy, and a symbol of pride. As we continue, I want to remind you to stay until the end, because I will be revealing practical tips on how you can increase your chances of finding rare coins like this one. But before that, let's imagine something together. Picture yourself walking into your grandparents' house. You open a small wooden box that has been untouched for 40 years. Inside, among old letters, stamps, and photographs, you find a 1 peso coin dated 1976. At first you think it is just a curiosity, but then you remember this video. You take a closer look, and suddenly your heart races. Could it be? Could this be the $20 million coin that could transform your future? That moment of discovery is what keeps collectors searching, and it is what makes this journey so exciting. Now, let's talk about market trends. In recent years, the global coin market has exploded. Rare coins are being bought and sold at record prices. Collectors from Asia, Europe, and America are investing heavily in coins from the Philippines because they recognize the historical and cultural importance of these pieces. The 1976 1 peso coin sits at the very top of this demand chain, making it one of the most talked about coins in the world. Experts predict that its value may continue to rise as fewer specimens remain in circulation and more collectors compete to secure them. If you're serious about coin collecting, or even just curious about whether you have hidden treasures at home, here is what you should do. Take time to go through your coins carefully. Do not ignore even the smallest piece. Research the year and design. If you find a 1976 peso, do not spend it. Preserve it, protect it, and have it appraised by a professional numismatist. You may be sitting on something life-changing. And here is the part one promised earlier, some practical tips. Always store coins in dry, cool environments to prevent damage. Use protective holders so the metal stays untarnished. Never clean old coins harshly, as this can destroy their value. And finally, network with other collectors, because information is power. The more you learn, the higher your chances of spotting rare coins. So, as we wrap up, let's return to our original question. Can a Philippine 1 peso coin from 1976 truly be worth over $20 million? The answer is yes. Not every coin, of course, but those rare, unique, error-bearing, and pristine condition specimens have reached values that most people would never believe possible. That is the beauty of coin collecting. Ordinary objects transforming into priceless treasures. Now I want to hear from you. Do you have any old peso coins from the 1970s? Have you ever checked them carefully? Share your experiences in the comments below. Who knows? Maybe one of our viewers will discover the next legendary coin. If you found this video exciting, make sure to subscribe to CoinZF for more incredible stories about coins from around the world. Every week, we uncover hidden gems, reveal shocking values, and give you the knowledge to explore your own collection. Remember, the next treasure could be sitting right in your pocket. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep believing in the extraordinary power of coins.